So, we're back for 2 days in a row. It's amazing, isn't it? I did actually check my stream history, and, yesterday I said, oh, I haven't streamed in like a month. In fact, it had been 2 months. I also took a peek at my own VOD and watched myself, as you do, and I discovered that I am super out of practice at streaming. And I know that because there were a lot of gaps, a lot of dead air. Just so much dead air. Oh, also, this is at the wrong height. Better. So, yes, so we are going to be working on that, working at basically making the stream better and more entertaining. Also, I'm going to need to work on that layout a bit once we get in game, so neither myself nor Lisa are covering up any important UI elements. But without further ado, let's see what we can do about slaying some spire, shall we? I am, however, not very good, so we're not even going to bother with Ascension. We will take potions. Alright, then let's see. Lisa gets to slide down so that she does not block relics. Let's see, we do want to fight the fire one. Hum was alright. It took me a while to beat just the one. And you say even more wait, what do you mean even more retro? This was released in like 2017, 2019? Heroes of Might and Magic was out in the 90s. But yes, we'll go that way. Oh, no, this is, honestly, the fact that you think that these graphics look older than Heroes of Might and Magic is interesting, because they're nowhere near as pixelated or anything. No, like, this is, like, modern, relatively high-definition stuff. Though, the funny thing is, I might try, like, Heroes 4 or 5, because I got them all in a bundle. Oh, just the other screen? Yes. Let me see about my overlay. Oh, I can't change my overlay here. Well, chat is not super visible, but that's fine. We're going to move myself up a little. I'm gonna squish this down a little. And move me up a little, so I'm not blocking how many cards I have in my deck. And there we go. That should be fine. But yes, this is... If you're not familiar with Slay the Spire, it is a roguelike deck builder. The mechanics are relatively straightforward. Thing over the head is what they're going to do. You start out with some basic attack and defense cards, and then you can build the, well, you can build your deck. And it might go well, or it might go poorly. We're going to ignore the smoke bomb. We will take an Iron Wave. Being able to block and do damage in the same, with only one energy, is always handy. And we'll go this way, see what else we're getting. Alright. And since you're unfamiliar, these are both attacking, so nothing really special there. Hit you, and we'll full block. That was probably the wrong move. Because this class, the relic they start off with, heals you for 6 at the end of combat. And therefore, we can afford to take a damage here and there. As opposed to just gradually getting chipped down as other classes. So he's going to attack for 8. Most I can block for is 3, because last turn he put a debuff on me that makes me do less blocking. Fortunately, however, if he doesn't get to attack, I don't take damage. We will drop Snecko Oil for a Snake Potion. We'll take a Cleave. Having some AoE is nice. We're at max health. Yeah, we'll remove a card. You might be thinking, well, why would you want to remove a card from your deck? Well, pretty much every card I can get is better than one of the starting cards. Yeah, I forget when the cutoff is on that too. Now, there's a different game that's, I'll say similar to Heroes of Might and Magic, but not really. Similar genre that I have in my backlog called Eador Genesis. That's Eador. And it is heavily carried by the heroes. It also performs like absolute garbage if you have Chrome open. Why Chrome? I don't know. It's an older indie game. There's some sort of compatibility thing where it just absolutely chugs if you have Chrome open. Let's see, do we want to fight? We'll take a fight instead of an event room. Right, good. So his first move is going to be to put up a buff. So we don't need to block this turn. I think the heroes... Maybe that's at 5, though. And as I mentioned, because we're going to heal, I'm not going to worry about taking that 1 chip damage, because we'll heal at the end, and he's going to be in one-shot territory when we get down to the next thing. We don't want to Fiend Fire. We don't have support for it. Clothesline is a little expensive, but I do want a way to apply Weak. Flex is just generally good. I think we'll take a Clothesline. I never really like the ones that cost 2. They almost never feel worth it, even though I know that they often are. That's unfortunate. They're not attacking this turn, but I didn't have enough attack cards in my hand, so I had a wasted energy. And now they're both at attack, and unfortunately, when killed, these guys will do things. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to drink our Flex Potion, which gives us 5 strength temporarily, so we'll just kill him. Do I want any of these? We'll take a Flame Barrier. It's not the worst. Alright, this guy is super annoying, because the buff he's about to put up this turn means anytime I play a defensive card, he gets more strength, which is awful. It's just awful. So, like, he's going to swing for 14. If I play this... Actually, that's worth it, because it is a 2-cost card. So, basically, if the fight lasts more than 5 more turns, then this is a net loss of health to play this. The problem is, by doing that, I gave up 11 damage. So... by playing it, the fight takes longer. 16. We'll Clothesline. Alright, again, since he gets 2 strength if I cast this, that means this is really only good for 3 block this turn. And then he'll hit me for 2 more next turn. So, unless I kill him 2 turns after this, which at 43 health I won't, defend is not worth playing. So we'll just take a hit. Alright, so we know we're going to play Cleave. This only blocks 6 damage, basically. I can take 6 damage, or I can play this. So we're just going to take the 6. And the reason he's only hitting for 6 this turn is... he's going to smack us with Vulnerable, which is not great, because it means now he hits way, way harder. Okay, can we kill this turn? What I should have done is I should have drank a Strength Potion in the beginning. Alright, so best we can do is 18. Okay, better late than never. Perfect lethal. Ooh, and this is good. Start each combat with 1 strength. We will take a shrug it off. Do we need to rest? We don't need to rest, but let's, we'll upgrade. I will upgrade an Iron Wave or a Flame Barrier. Flame Barrier is very nice. Cleave is also a good option. But I think we'll take Iron Wave, because I really like the ability to deal damage while also defending myself. Yes, we will take damage to upgrade. Alright, good. And this one is on fire because it is extra buffed. Blood Vial? No. We'll take the key and hope that we get better relics on the next 2 floors. Because you get 3 of those, and you need to take the blue piece of the key at some point. Is it worth it to wake him up this turn? I don't have any powers in my deck, so yeah, this is about as good as I'm gonna get for a wake up turn. Because I got to put the vulnerability on him. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do weak, and he swings for 18 every turn. So we're definitely gonna cleave. You know what? Because he is vuln up, I'll take the hits this turn and I'll block next turn. Which might be a bad idea. Knock it off. Defend. So that's almost full block. Although Bash might have been the better one, the debuff. Particularly because he doesn't attack this turn. Alright, so Clothesline, that's 6 damage per energy. Whereas these two instead would be 8. But it also applies weak, so this gives me... Alright, we'll put on the weak. It's probably a bad idea. Because it only applies for 1 turn. Because you're not attacking this turn. Barrier. So we do get a full block off of that, and he takes 6 from the Flame Barrier. But now he swings for 18 again. Oh, good. Iron Wave, Clothesline. So we take 7. Ow. Dash. Strike. Alright, so as long as I draw like 2 attacks or more this turn, he should be dead. Yep, just barely. Shrug it off and defend upgraded, not bad. We'll take a sword boomerang. Because we already have the 1 strength here. But we'll hit this next, because we're low on health. So we'll get a rest. It does mean I don't hit a shop, but I don't have a ton of gold anyway. Now this is unfortunate. These guys steal your money. So he's going to leave in like 2 turns with all my money. And not having any attacks in my opening hand makes him more able to escape with all my money. Alright, so I can either swing for 14 or swing for 9 and leave him vulnerable for next turn. So hopefully... Yeah, I've got lots of attacks here. I can sword boomerang him. There we go. Do we want an armaments? I've already gotten a decent amount of stuff upgraded. Twin Strike is nice. We'll take armaments. Yes. Not great. But not terrible either. Alright. This is even worse. I'm gonna swung for 20. This guy debuffs attack. This guy is gonna steal my money and run away. Okay, we'll take that. It's not the best though. I once again suffer from a lack of attacks in an opening hand. So I'm probably just going to lose a bunch of money here because my swords all went to that dude. Alright. Leave. Shrug it off. Strike. And now I probably have 2 turns to kill him. So this turn he'll put up armor. Yeah. Strike, strike, strike. The question is, will I draw strong enough attacks this turn to deal 20 damage? The answer is yes. Excellent. We got our gold back. We will take another Iron Wave. And we will upgrade armaments. Because now it doesn't give us any extra block for being upgraded, but it changes from upgrading 1 card in our hand to upgrading all cards in our hand, which is very handy. Armaments. Dash. Alright, so slime mechanics. I have 2 turns to bring him down to half health or he's going to hit me really hard. This is not what I was hoping for, because these are all defensive cards, which means not only do I not have the offensive cards I need to bring him down to low health to make him split, but I won't draw the defensive cards on this turn when I might need them. Okay. You know what? I could deal enough damage to split him and not get hit by this. But when he splits, the 2 halves have the same life as him. So I'm going to take 11 damage in order to basically deal double damage. For all the damage he takes when he's under 70 is effectively double damage. Because when he splits, both sides have the same starting health. Okay. Cleave. Iron Wave. Iron Wave. So we managed a full block. We're gonna eat a debuff to our block, which sucks, but it'll be fine. What do we have? Alright, so they're both debuffing. And they have filled my hand with bricks. Unfortunately, if we got multiple attacks that turn, we could have knocked this guy down to like 10-ish, so that when he splits, the 2 pieces have lower health. But that's not how things worked out, and oh boy, that is not great. They're all attacking this turn. So we're just gonna go for a lot of blocking. And what I should have done is I should have drank the speed potion there. Okay. I did that in the wrong order. And now I'm going to get an attack debuff too. I have really misplayed this fight. Okay. So we are going to do that, that, that. Alright. Well, we're not too bad off, because the most this guy swings for is 16. There it goes. So I can either block 12 or I can swing for 9 and apply weak. We're gonna block for 12. And hopefully next turn we draw a decent enough number of attacks. That'll do. Debuff plus attack. So the little split dudes only have 18 health. It's weird when you go from like different builds to different builds, because I've been on builds where I practically kill the dude on like turn 1 or 2, like bring him down to 20. Then it gets very easy from there. But unfortunately, we are on a bit of a struggle bus at the moment. We haven't gotten anything particularly strong. We'll grab Bludgeon. It's not great, but it's nice to have a one-hit delete button. No. That's pretty handy, but I think we'll get the Tiny House. Which, Tiny House is just a little bit of everything. We will take a second Cleave. Alright, so as far as elites go, we can go up the right-hand side. Yeah, I think we'll go up the right-hand side. Because there's a shop there, too. There's a fireplace there. So yeah, we're just going to head straight up the right-hand side. Alright, and we're just going to bludgeon. But yeah, I don't think I'll get banned. Probably. Maybe not. Armaments. Iron Wave. And now is when he starts hitting me for actual significant amounts of damage, because he puts up the debuff and he swings for 20. Alright, yeah. Well, not quite full block, but as long as I take less than 6 damage, we're cool. We go. Less than 6 damage, and we heal to full. We will ditch the fire potion for a strength potion. We will take Evolve, because it lets us do other things with our deck. It means when we draw status cards, we draw another card, which means I could do things like use use cards that have downsides to it. It's like, oh, you gain a bunch of block, but you put wounds in your deck. It's like, okay, well, if every time I draw a wound, I draw an extra card, it kind of removes the downside. Of course, right now it's a dead card because I don't have any status effects in my deck. Alright, and this is actually only worth 2 block, because I have this relic, which means if I don't have any block, I gain 6. So this only moves me from 6 to 8. So we're just going to double attack this guy. And I still take 14 damage, which is not great. Yeah. I guess I just lose a, If I do Flame Bear... Alright, let's see, what do we have here? Alright. Like that actually... This is bad to play, because it leaves me with 5 block instead of 6 that I get from the relic. But yeah, that's not great. Now I get to try to burn him down, which is not too bad. We will take a Thunderclap, yes. We have 400 gold, we might as well take a look at this. Unceasing Top doesn't actually help me in this build because I don't have a good way to generate energy, and I don't have a lot of low-cost stuff. Calipers might be interesting if I had a separate build. What in my deck would I want to duplicate with the mirror? We will grab a disarm. And we'll remove a strike. Because most of the cards that I've grabbed so far have been attacks. So I'm just trying to replace my attacks with other things. Alright, so I can either cleave and deal 9 to each, or I can hit bludgeon for 33 to one of them. Now this one is a bit of a race, because they put up a buff, which every turn they gain 3 strength. So now they're each going to attack for 6, then they're going to each attack for 9. Alright. Clap. Strike. And this defend, again, only blocks 2. Whereas using that attack takes off 6 damage, because I killed the dude who's attacking for 6. Hand of Greed looked nice. Yeah, it's, the problem is, as with everything of that sort, working it into, to actually do something, basically. Like, because it does cost 2, and I only have 3 energy per turn, it can be hard to use. And if I draw it on a turn that I can't use it, or that, you know, they're still at high health, then it's just kind of dead. Let's see. Flame Barrier is 16. Whereas, let's see. That's 6 plus, that's 18, that's not enough. 18 plus 7 is 25, so I can't kill that. Unless I drink this. And I still take 7. I need to be more proactive with my potions. I'm really not playing this this round well. I think something you might not have noticed mechanically is Hand of Greed has Exhaust, which means you get to play it once. And then it's like gone, like discarded. Like you don't reshuffle it. We'll take an Intimidate, sure. Alright, 50-50, what are we getting? Nothing. I don't know what this does. Yes, once per fight. Let us improve... I'll improve Bludgeon. Because I want the ability to one-shot things, because it does take all of my energy. Evolve is not useful this fight. Get more energy. That is relatively difficult to do. That's unfortunate. Like, deal to random enemies. It's like, I want to kill this guy first, but no. This guy gives people armor, this one heals and buffs. It's just not great. Not worth playing because they're not attacking and they're only weak for 1 turn. That was a really bad turn. I did literally nothing, and they're just going to heal. See, my first turn is basically nothing. And now... I take damage. so bludgeon hits for 43. Or I could bash and cleave. Was that a good idea? Probably not, because again, I take 6 more damage, and I can't afford to be taking this damage all the time. I got behind early, and this is an annoying couple of people to get behind against. Alright, so we're gonna bludgeon you to death. And now we just have to deal with this guy. Which is annoying, but not the worst. We can at least focus on only one person now, and full block and all of that. So he's swinging for 9 again. This is fine. We'll shrug it off. Do we want to put up the debuff, or do we want to deal 12 damage? Or, no, we'll do 9 plus debuff. I'm pretty sure now that he doesn't have the partner, he never does armor again. I think he just keeps attacking. It's unfortunate that while the debuff was up, I drew a handful of defensive cards. But that happens sometimes. Armaments. Iron Wave. Cleave. So we do have full block going on. Yeah, in general, the relics that will give you more energy are only, like, end boss rewards. And there's only 2 of those. So, Thunderclap, the debuff, Sword Boomerang. Oh, we are 1 off on lethal. We'll defend. So we take 4 more damage. Oh, look, bludgeon's back. Yeah, we'll take that. No. We'll take an uppercut. Oh, good. Now that I'm low on health from that fight, we get to fight a boss. Yay! Alright, we definitely do want Evolve on this one, because he will put wounds in our deck. We'll full block while we can. Let's not get greedy. Intimidate. Flame Barrier. Didn't get a chance to clothesline him because Flame Barrier and Clothesline both cost 2, and I only have 3 energy. Fortunately, Flame Barrier also hurts him when he hits me. Yeah, see, now he's going to swing for 21. And the most I can block for in my hand is 8. So, what to do? Well, we have 2 options. One, we can go offensive and just, like, bludgeon him and take the hit. Or we can drink this Gambler's Brew and be like, you know what? Let's try this. Okay, so we got to disarm. We got to shrug it off. And we'll Iron Wave. And there we go. We have full blocked and dealt a little bit of damage. Plus, disarm sticks. He now has -2 for the rest of the fight, which means, because he does these multi-hit attacks, 4 hits by 4, well, if we didn't have that debuff on him, that would be 6 times 4. So it makes things pretty nice for us. Alright, we will uppercut, which weakens and makes vulnerable. And then we can full block with Shrug It Off, because we drank the other potion earlier to give us 2 dexterity, which is +2 block every time we get block. If a card would give 5, now it gives 7, and so on and so forth. Flame Barrier. Sword Boomerang. Sword Boomerang did 16. Flame Barrier does 30, because he hits 5 times into the reflected damage. Alright, defend, defend, strike. So we take 2, but that's fine. Now, the other problem with taking damage this fight is every time he damages you, he shuffles a wound into your deck. This is not a problem because we played our Evolve. So if we draw one, no big deal. We'll just draw an extra card that turn. Alright, now he's swinging a bunch more times. So that is 4 times 7, which is 28. So we can full block. You'll have noticed, though, that this is going up over time. I rarely see him get that high because, well, normally the fight doesn't drag on this long. Look at this. 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Just had to waste an energy because didn't have any of my 1 costs. See, now it's 4 times 8, which would have been a great turn. To draw that flame barrier, because he would be dead partway through his attack. Instead, I take a ton of damage. Because I did not have the right cards to counteract it. And I don't have very good scaling at the moment. Okay, we will take another armament, sure. We're too low on health. I wanted to come up here and hit the other boss because it gives another relic, but we're going to have to take this left path. Head nib is okay. Double damage on every 10th attack. This guy can be a problem. Armaments. Bash. Alright, now it's up to luck whether we can win or not. Because he randomizes the costs of things in your deck. I got lucky that some of the stuff was reduced cost, as opposed to this, that got bumped up to 3 cost. Though this is an advantage to having a bunch of like higher cost cards in the deck. Like this. Bludgeon only costs 1. Flame Barrier and Uppercut cost 2. That's enough for lethal, actually. There we go. So, RNG was with us. Ooh, we'll take Metallicize, definitely. And we will definitely rest. So we're no longer at 18 health. We're at 40-something. And we picked up the coin, which is 300 gold. So we're definitely going to go to that shop over there. Let's see. We will clothesline and sword boomerang. Let's see about drawing that bludgeon, eh? Intimidate works. Intimidate. I can Thunderclap, Cleave, Strike, or I can Flame Barrier and only do one of those. I think we will Cleave and Flame Barrier, because that not only full blocks, but it does another 6 damage to each of them. It's way more advantageous to kill one of them. Let's see, 8 and 5, that's 8, that's 16, plus 3. Yeah, that's not enough to full block. Yeah. So, this is, you're way better off killing one, as opposed to spreading the damage out, but that is not what we drew, so we're going to do as best we can with what we got. Cleave. Exactly 16 damage. Thank you, Pen Nib. Alright, we still take 12 though. Oh no, we take 9 because we have Metallicize going. So we get 3 for free every turn. Alright, so we're going to shrug it off and hope we draw 1 cost. Iron Wave is good. Alright, and we can full block. And then hopefully next turn we draw enough to deal 19 damage. That is not enough to deal 19 damage. Well, no, off by 4. So we take 2. And once again, now we hope we can do 14 damage. There we go. We'll take another disarm. And we'll go to the store, because we have a lot of money. We'll take... Yeah, we'll take both of these. And a power potion, why not? Armaments. Relics, crit and cuts. Yeah, because the problem with adding a lot of cards to your deck is that then it gets inconsistent. Like, sure, you've got a lot of good cards, but are you going to draw the ones that you need when you need them? So, like, when you kill this guy, he puts vulnerable on you. This guy gets 14 armor every turn. Armaments. Disarm. Knock it off. Unfortunately, which means I need to draw enough attacks to break through 14 armor before I can even start trying to deal damage to him. Uppercut. Iron Wave. However, every time I hurt him, he gets 1 less back each turn. Unfortunately, I'm still just gonna take a bunch of damage here. Ow. Alright. That's great. We take 7 damage. No, sorry. We take no damage because we're Helcom and Metallicize. Excellent. Now he's going to swing for 22, which is a lot, except we can bludgeon for lethal. We'll take the Pommel Strike. I do like card draw. And we will rest again because I'm playing poorly and losing a lot of health. Drink a power potion. That's useless. That is also useless. And that will actively kill me. Like, even assuming that he never hits me, I have 50 health, so that is worth 250 damage. He has 420 damage. And note that this is lose 1 HP. That matters, because if it is take 1 damage, it's blocked. If it is lose HP, it is not blocked. So, I guess we take an evolve. Evolve. Iron Wave. Iron Wave. Disarm. And we start off by taking 2 damage, which is not ideal. Armaments to upgrade things. Strike, cleave. Metalicize. Suck it off. Sword boomerang. No damage because he put up a bunch of armor. And now I get debuffs. Relatively nasty debuffs at that. I kind of want to save a disarm because about halfway through the fight, he's going to clear all debuffs on himself, and I might want to re-debuff him at that time. Pommel strike. We will opt to block. We do manage to full block. The good news is he's going to be permanently vulnerable, thanks to this relic we have, that whenever we break block, they get vulnerable on them. And he's getting 5 block every turn. So every time I break through it, he gets more vulnerable. Not that he gets extra vulnerable. More stacks of vulnerable is duration, not intensity. And I take 4 more damage. The thing is, like, I haven't taken much damage, but neither has he. He's still at like 70-something% health. It doesn't help that he keeps putting, like, so many debuffs on me. Let's see. Iron Wave. And then I can either defend... We'll defend in Sword Boomerang. I kind of wanted to uppercut because it puts weak on him. But that would let him deal a bunch of damage to me, so... I'm not willing to give up that damage at this point. We can clothesline him here. Yeah. There we go. Do a little bit of damage. Put some weak on. And full block, of course. There we go. We don't quite full block, we still take 1. We're just really slowly chipping him down, but it's not really the best solution here. And I don't want to disarm yet, for the same reasons that I mentioned earlier. I kind of want to disarm after he clears his debuffs. There it is. That's him clearing his debuffs. Which means he's not attacking this turn. Which means we can bludgeon for 40-something damage. But after he does this, he's going to start swinging twice per turn. Yeah, 48 incoming damage. And I don't have any block in hand. I think I just die here. No, I'll live, but I'll live barely. He's going to do 48, I'm going to have 9 block. So I should be left at 4 health? So, not amazing. Now he swings for 33. Can I block 33? The answer is yes. Because I used a potion. And now he swings for another 16. Okay, so... yeah, disarm, Iron Wave. But now he puts up debuffs again so that he can swing hard. And yeah, that's another 40 incoming. So that's, even if I try to block fully, that's 5, 11, 19, plus 3 is 22. That leaves me very, very dead. That's 5 block, that's 8 block. Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty much just dead here. Yep, not a great run. Alright, next class, since we're going to try each of them. Well, not really try. I've played a decent number of hours. I just have not done so on stream. So, let's see. You know what? We'll take damage for the random rare relic. This could work really well or be basically useless. That is amazing. Not necessarily because it's good. It might be good. But it is very chaotic. So, you know how I said there are certain cards you can only play once? This relic, when you play one of those cards and it disappears, add a random card to your hand. Just because. And note that that card like isn't temporary, it doesn't go away at end of turn. Like, if you can either play it, or if you don't play it, it goes into your deck. Which means if you are trying to build like a very small deck that you would like, alright, I'll cycle through it, and I'll get like a really really precisely tuned engine going. It's like, no. It is chaos time. So, the last one had, like, mechanics that revolved around using your health and some stuff with strength and whatnot. The mechanics on this guy, they have a lot of cards that revolve around, like, discarding from your hand. You only start with one, but there's a couple ways you can set up pretty nice, we'll say, engines. Alright, we're going to start with Backstab. Backstab is a good card. I would take it normally, but I will double plus take it when I have a Dead Branch. So, Backstab is innate, it starts in your hand, and it's a 0-cost card that just deals damage. It's like, here, you want an opening play, here's an opening play. Afterimage, very handy. Whenever you play a card, gain a block. Very nice. Strike, Fuel Survivor, which gives us more block than a normal card, but at a cost of having to discard a card. Now, is this a cost? Normally, yes. But there are several things you can do to make it basically not a cost, or potentially a benefit. Some relics, some cards, etc. We'll take Blur. Oh, hello. Now this is something I would really like. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. That is great. Oh, I kind of want both of these. But I will settle for Blade Dance for chaos. Yeah, and we still want to go this way because we still want to fight the elite there. Oh, potions. We will take these. I can't afford anything unless you have something special on sale. Nope. This is the downside to running into a shop in one of the random rooms. It's like, I was already heading toward a shop. I don't have enough money to buy stuff from both. Okay. Backstab. Ah, Flying Knee. That's nice. Alright, so if you remember, this is the guy who gets more strength whenever you play skill cards. Excellent. Neutralize. There. That is now worth it, because I blocked 10 damage. So as long as I get this finished in less than 10 turns, that was the correct move. Alright. And we'll play a defense card. Neutralize, strike, strike, and this is worth it because he will die next turn. Ow. Okay. That's not great. We'll take Piercing Wail, because Piercing Wail is pretty great. That's disappointing. Alright. Shit. No, I'm not going to play Envenom. Shit. I could play Envenom, or I could play 2 strikes. 2 strikes is the correct call here. Envenom is great if the fight's going to last a while, but I've put this guy on... There's a decent chance that I just kill him this turn. Levels of health. So there's not really a point to building up a large... Yeah, we'll discard that and pick that. We will grab an all-out attack. We will rest here because 23 health is too low. Even though there are several things that I would have preferred to upgrade, but sometimes you don't get what you want. We will definitely take a frozen egg over the key at this point. Let's just see what we get. Dash isn't bad. Doppelganger? I mean, it's certainly a possibility. You know what? Screw it. Let's just see if we can set ourselves up for a really big turn here. Alright. We'll neutralize. Strike. 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 We will all attack, then we'll defend, then we'll survivor. Not quite what I was hoping for. I was hoping that I would get my shivs and get some dead branch nonsense going on. Okay. That's 12 damage. I'm gonna throw this. Block 8. Okay. So we take 5. Now we get -1 strength and -1 dexterity. Dexterity, yes. Alright. What's our free random card? Predator. Okay. We're instead going to dash. And then all other attack. Because we got this, that every time we discard, it deals 3 damage to a random enemy. So we'll take 1. I did get a power from my dead branch that I get an extra shiv in my hand every turn, which means random bullshit go is actually the plan every turn now. Oh look. Do I want that? 9. Plus 7 is 16. 7, 9, 7. Okay, so I cannot... Alright, so we'll just block. Oh, I did that wrong. So we do full block, but I counted my energy wrong. Escape plan. No luck. What do we get from this? Piercing Whale. Might be good in a different context. Although, of course, it doesn't matter since he's dead this turn. The Specimen. Great if we get poison cards. Yeah, we'll take the Cloak and Dagger. I always like cards that I can attack and defend with at the same time. Yes, we will take a membership card. Thank you very much. Just enough gold to get it. This time we're going to smith. I want to upgrade this, because I want 2 weak. So when I play it, not only do they deal less damage this turn, they'll deal less damage next turn. That. No, Nightmare is not worth playing. Alright. So we take... Yeah, 6. Unfortunately, 7 health, 7 health. So we're stuck taking 1 damage here. There we go. Do we want a leg sweep or a masterful stab? We'll take a backflip, actually. I do like backflip. Card draw is just great to have. Right. What do we get off of this? We get setup. We don't really need that. Alright, fine. Even though that might have been a bad idea. So what we did is we put a defend on top of our deck, and it'll cost 0. But the thing is, ideally, what we do here is we take him below half health, so he gets interrupted. Thankfully, we also drew Blur, and Blur means that our block doesn't go away at the end of this turn. So we will start with 10 extra block here. Which is nice, because it means that we can just do this. We could go for another Blade Dance, but I think we'll do Corpse Explosion instead. Which means as long as I can deal 8 damage this turn, I can win without getting hurt. Here we go. Now it dies and it will explode and hurt everything else. We'll grab a Footwork. Although the other stuff there was also tempting. What are we fighting? Slime? We will upgrade our Cloak and Dagger. Instead of resting, we're being a little bit greedy here. Good that we started with Footwork. Backstab. Acrobatics is not super useful to us. Slice is nice. Acrobatics is still not super useful to us. Alright, so that's 9. Do that. As before, we want to take in... It is a good explosion, yes. So what it actually does is it... However much health they're at, Or when they die, they deal their max health to everything. So, and oddly enough, that's the debuff that the card puts on, and because of how, like, I played it when I ran out of cards and it got reshuffled, I actually played it on that thing twice. Which means... what does it mean? Which means when it blew up, it did twice its max health to the guy that had the same amount of health as he did. Right, little backflip. Little dagger throw. Ditch the slime. And we will blur. So we will full block, and we'll have 5 block left over for next turn. And unfortunately, I now have debuffs on me for a lot of stuff. Okay. Broken Dagger gives us 2 shivs. Bouncing Flask, not really what I'm looking for. Wraith Form might be interesting, but still not really what I'm looking for. Okay, what do we want here? We'll drink our energy potion. We'll do acrobatics. We'll ditch one of the defends. Alright, Wraith Form basically means I can't take damage this turn or next turn. It's not good enough, unfortunately. Alright. Okay, so we got that guy below half, so we don't... And that's important because he was about to do a debuff, which makes us deal less damage. And we want to be able to burst people down. Okay. Oh look, it's our friend Corpse Explosion. Let's go Calculated Gamble, because it's going to do a lot of random damage. Am I deliberately taking 17 damage from these so that when this guy splits, they each only have 3 health? Yes. Yes, that is what I'm doing. Is it a good idea? Probably not, but you heal to full at the end of boss combats, so I'm kind of banking on the fact that these guys are going to try to like do debuffs and not continuously attack. Or maybe they will continuously attack. Fine. Sneaky Strike. Corpse Explosion will unfortunately only do 6 damage. Alright, we're living on the edge. This is fine. It did 6 at the end of that turn, it'll do 5 at the end of next turn. And we win. Barely. See, Wraith Form is great if you have a way to remove the debuff, but it's just so expensive. Like, cast... do we want it? Yeah, because it's upgraded, we'll take it. Take the bell. We'll go RN... It's an RNG kind of run. So the bell gives us this curse that we can never remove from our deck. And in exchange, we get 3 relics. This one negates the next 2 curses you obtain, which is not super useful. Oh, and this one, when you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6. And then we gain more gold. So, that was not very lucky. because these all both happen after I got the curse. If I got these before I got the Curse of the Bell, it'd be amazing. But I didn't, so it isn't. Alright, we're going to go for this shop, because we have 400 gold and a membership card. Boom. And we'll do this. When you hit these guys 3 times, they get knocked out of the air. And we'll use a Piercing Wail to take no damage this turn. Oh, escape plan. Escape plan is completely irrelevant. A membership card lowers the prices at the merchant by 50%. You know, before I started streaming this, I should have installed the, there's a Twitch plugin that would let you, as a viewer, mouse over the relics to see what they did. Oh, for some reason I thought that the damage from choke would count for the... whenever they get hit, they get knocked down. Oh well. We take 8. Right. Broken Dagger. Shiv. After image. Shiv. Right. Draw. After image is very helpful. Oh, and yeah, being on phone would make it less able to mouse over, yes. All defensive cards on a turn when they are not attacking me. Well, we got that going for us at least. Alright. Let's see if we got anything useful. Now this guy's going to be swinging for 10. That guy's swinging for 5. Yep, full block. This is fine. Knock that guy down. This guy just swings into our block. And this should be fine. In theory. Maybe. Possibly. Choke. Neutralize. Survivor. They only take half damage from like attack cards while you're flying, but yeah. We'll grab Tactician. It's kind of necessary to set up engines. How I was saying earlier about like sometimes discarding is an advantage. Well, Tactician is an example of that. When you discard it, it what does it do? It gives you more energy. That's not super useful. Of course, if you don't have any cards in your hand that let you discard them, they're just bricks. Alright, I have screwed myself over here a little bit by playing the Wraith form. And also by not getting some of the stuff I needed afterwards. Broken Dagger. Alright, random bullshit go. Alright, we will burst and blur. Which is not actually that useful, because I'm not full blocking anyway. I barely dealt him any damage. which is kind of annoying. Okay, we're taking it the fuck it we ball option. We're gonna throw one flying knee, and then we're gonna discard our hand, turn into shivs. Randomly generate cards. We got an adrenaline. Quick flash. Quick flash. Tries. Alright. Fuck it, we ball has worked. We'll take a blade dance. Alright, we'll take an accuracy for sure. Yes. Take a whetstone, upgrades those two. We'll take Matryoshka. You know what? We've been doing the random bullshit go. We'll take Mayhem. Yeah, we'll call that good. Actually, we'll take a concentrate as well. Why not? It's I don't expect this build to get all the way, mostly because of how much it relies on random bullshit go as its grand finale. That is certainly a card. Discard 3 cards to gain 2 energy. This really needs to be upgraded to be useful, where it becomes discard 2 cards to gain 2 energy. But, okay. We'll blur so we have some extra block next turn. But we did get an accuracy, so now shivs, instead of doing 4 damage, deal 10 damage. We'll play acrobatics. Yes, we got what we wanted. Tactician. And because we're already full blocking, we will play a footwork. So now all of my shivs do +6 damage, and all of my block cards do +5 block. So even though he has debuffed my block, I can still potentially do things. Okay, what do we have? Do I have enough for lethal? I can only do 12 more damage, which is not enough to kill him. However, we can play this for free because we're going to discard the Tactician with it. So we just get block, and we don't need to worry about other stuff. Let's see, we'll then play our Dagger Throw. Discard that. We'll cast Neutralize. He has Artifact, which means he's immune to the first 3 debuffs I put on him, which is annoying. And then we'll block. So I still take 4 damage. We'll get another Cloak and Dagger because it's 2 shivs and 6 block. We're just powering up our bullshit engine. Alright, we're going to go off to the right here. Which, yes, means we're skipping our ability to go for more shops. We're not going to hit Wraith Form yet. It's wasted at this point. Noxious Fumes is probably not useful. Crippling Cloud might be worth it. It's 4 poison and 2 weak to all enemies, which means they won't deal much damage to me next turn. Yeah, it's probably worth it. And now my deck is full of random cards. Well, okay, my discard is full of random cards. I need to block 12. Blade Dance. Shiv. Slice is nice. Shiv. Dagger Spray is very nice. Shiv. Finisher. 6 damage for every attack I've played this turn. As you might have guessed, this goes really well with a deck that throws a lot of shivs. That's 36 damage. Which means I can either play this to block 5 damage, or I can play this to kill a dude and take 4 damage. Oh, and there's my accuracy. Footwork, defend, accuracy. Now this is where I really hope that I find the red hand thing. Alright, we'll backflip. Not really what I was hoping for, but okay. Strike, Piercing Wail. Alright, I forgot Piercing Wail is a thing. Exhaust. Strike. Dagger. Okay. No, no. Do I need more discard enablers? I'm going to say yes. I will take a discard enabler. Oh, joy. This dude. Okay. So... backstab. So here's the fun thing about this. What I'm gonna do here is I'm going to... like, I know I want to play this. I'm going to discard a normal strike, the curse, and predator for extra energy. Now sneaky strike is enabled, so it gives me energy back. We'll backflip for more cards. Dagger throw. So right now we're taking 4 damage. But because I don't like this fight, we're going to use shivs. Oh, that's convenient. Eviscerate. Normally costs 3, but costs 1 less every time for every card we discarded. So because we did that concentrate and discarded 3, it's free. Now, Finisher is... alright. I could Piercing Wail and take no damage this turn. Or I could play Finisher and deal 60 damage and pretty much guarantee that he dies next turn. Now, this did come at a cost, and that cost is that Shiv Potion is pretty strong. So giving it up is not great. We're going to take Noxious Fumes. Do we have a strong poison-based deck? No. But I like it for its ability to strip Artifact, and just that it builds up over time. Also, we got a Relic that starts us off with 1 dex, so that's nice. Okay. Backstab. I'm not going to play a second... oh, I mean, I could play a second Terror on him. Piercing Wail. Bullet Time would be helpful here, but no. We'll play a Defend, so we only take 2 damage. Unfortunately, we did 2 damage and a block debuff. And they both attack. That is unusual. Cloak and Dagger. Shiv. Reflect is nice. Shiv. Catalyst is not useful to me right now. Let's see. I could strike. Alright, so I'm pretty much guaranteed I want to do Blur. And I think I'll do Noxious Fumes as well. Like, I could have done Strike instead to try to burst him down a little bit, but... Just wasn't sure about it. Alright, now they do this. Accuracy. Blade Dance. Shiv. Shiv. Now he's gonna die to poison. Shiv. Shiv. Concentrate. You go. This gives me 2. We will footwork and bouncing flask. No, we'll be greedy. We'll infinite blades and bouncing flask. And the poison went from him to them thanks to Specimen, which is nice. 12 damage. Shit. Sucker Punch. So we're only doing 9 damage. Backflip. Broken Dagger, so that's full block. 20 more damage from Shivs. And the 17 poison will finish him off. So that's handy. Do we want a poison stab? Do we want an outmaneuver? Outmaneuver could be useful because I have these big Shiv turns. But it has to line up correctly for it to be useful. We'll just take poison stab. Alright. Dagger. Shiv. Endless Agony. Backstab. Sure, keep giving me 0 cost exhaust stuff. I'm fine with going infinite. Or just 0 cost stuff in general. That's fine. I don't think I have any other 0 cost stuff, so I don't want to bother casting Backflip. But we will cast a Defend, so that we get full block this turn. And this time we were much more effective. Look, he's at like half health and only getting 7 armor per turn instead of, you know, a ridiculous amount. Right, Blade Dance. 1,000 cuts. Do I want to play that? No, I'll take a bunch of damage this turn if I play that. Deadly Poison, probably not. Sneaky Strike. Unfortunately, I can't play Sneaky Strike with the in the correct way, we'll say. I just don't have the energy for it. Alright, and because we can kill this guy, this is fine. This guy swings for 6. Note how different this is than last time when I was grinding this out and took like 8 turns. I killed that guy, what was that, first turn or second? Do we want a Sneaky Strike? We don't have enough discard enablers, I don't think. And we'll go for it anyway. Ninja Scroll. Start each combat with 3 Shivs in your hand. Super effective when you have a dead branch. And whenever you discard, gain 3 block. I need ways to get block without... Actually, no, we'll take the key. Just in case there's something like really good in build enabling in the 3rd stage. Alright, is there anything in particular that I really want to smith? Like, yes, either of these. We'll do the concentrate first. No, we'll do tactician first. Oh, that was the wrong one. I wanted to go to the boss on the right, which is unfortunate because this guy is basically a boss to me. Alright, we discard that. We gain 2 extra energy. Shiv. Backstab. Shiv. See, this guy, every time you hit him, he gains armor. And this stacks as the turn goes on. So like the first time you hit him, he gains 3 armor. The next, he gains more. And the next, he gains more. And the next, he gains more. Shiv. Okay, so now I've run out of a problem of hand space. So we'll do that. We'll do this. We will discard. Discard. Okay, so I can either play the footwork to try to put myself ahead a little bit, or I could... Is that lethal? That is lethal. I'll take a dodge and roll. I don't have very many good defensive cards. Receive apparition. Sure. Well, now I have my defensive strategy. Okay. So first things first, we're going to dagger throw and ditch the tactician, so we have more energy. And a backstab. We can Storm of Steel. Okay. Alright. We are popping off. Alright, Storm of Steel it is. Now we get to Shiv more. 1,000 Cuts, no. Skewer, no. Predator, probably not. Corpse Explosion, no. Another Blade Dance. Yeah, we'll go for an after image. Blade Dance. See, the funny thing here is, after all of those things, I didn't get anything that lets me block. So I'm still going to take damage here. And not even just like a little bit of damage. Like, we're going to take 6 damage here, which is a lot when your max health is 35. Oh, look, here's the apparitions. Apparition. Blur. Strike. But taking 6 damage isn't the worst when, in exchange, you basically just straight up kill them. Survivor. There we go. And you die to poison. We'll take After Image Plus, definitely. It is especially useful against the final boss. It is too late for me to bother with a Ritual Dagger, so we'll just take the gold. We're not going to bother resting because we only have 27 health anyway. We will upgrade Concentrate. Okay. So the problem is, I want way more energy than I have. So the funny thing is, I don't think we're casting Blade Dance. Like, we're going to get all sorts of cool stuff here that we're not going to be able to play because we have no energy. What we did get is we did get our block when we do things. We got 6 more damage on our shivs. Okay. Do that. Throw away that for extra energy. Do that. Alright, and we have wasted one of our apparitions, because if you don't play it, it just disappears. And if I play it, it only lasts one turn anyway. So, we got 5. We are now down to 3. We will full block this turn without it. So I'll shuffle it away. And we could do that for extra 6 damage. It's like, we can't use the energy this turn, but might as well. Of course, now we can't block for much, and we take a bunch more damage. So, not great. I wish I'd had the energy from last turn, because being able to play all of that would have been really nice. Alright, we're down to 1 apparition. And I've gotten really unlucky on how stuff is lined up. We are going to, instead of casting that poison stab, we're going to outmaneuver. Do we want to blur? No. Yeah. Now he's gaining 10 armor every turn. Dagger throw. That. Sneak the strike. This is just unfortunate. I set myself up with like extra energy and everything, and nope, nothing that exhausts. Oh look, here are my power cards. Blade Dance. Shit. Shit. Adrenaline. Okay. It is time for random bullshit go time, because we got another Storm of Steel. And it's not just random bullshit go. These deal 10 damage each. So... Okay, so the question is, what do we want to do with this 2 energy? I think we will set up the Envenom, then we'll Quick Strike, we'll play the Envenom. Now what Envenom does is, every time I hit him, it adds 1 poison. So he's going to deal 1 damage here, which is fine. Now he's going to dispel his debuffs, which is not great. I can put that on, but it's not going to do anything to him. He takes a little bit of poison damage, but now he buffs his strength. And this is where it would be really nice to have one of those apparitions. Show. Apparition. Concentrate. Now, do I need to Piercing Wail to not take damage? No. He's already not going to hurt me. But it does exhaust, and I have a lot of extra energy. So it deals extra damage. The question is, next turn, can I deal 37 damage? And the answer is, let's see, that's 6 plus 11. No, I cannot. Will he kill me, though? No. So it's fine. Really, the safer move there would have been to defend, just in case that I got my math wrong. But, you know. Alright, we'll take a Storm of Steel. Runic Pyramid. Definitely not. That would screw me over. No. We'll take Slaver's Collar. Which gives us more energy, but only against bosses and elites. Okay, so I can only get one of those. There is one of the power cards in the deck. Accuracy. Shivs deal 6 more damage. So after I play that, they'll be doing 10. But I have to play it, and it might be buried way deep down in my deck. Alright, there we go. The shop is right at the end there, so after we get all of our money, we'll be able to put it in the shop. So we're going to come down here. Yeah, we'll take this route. Okay. After image. Yeah. Die is a decent one. The thing is, I have no block anywhere in my hand, which is a problem. Shit. That's bad. Okay, so that's 13 to all. Unlucky. We take a lot of damage. So, yeah. We can't afford to take much damage because, well... we lost half of our max health in exchange for getting those 5 apparitions, which you play it and you reduce all damage taken to 1, but you can only play them once. So, apparition, dagger throw. I'll save that for later. So we've already drawn 3 of them. Means our next 20 cards, there was only 2 more left. Dagger throw. Discard and defend because we won't be needing it. Because we'll have Sneaky Strike. We'll be able to cast our accuracy. And we'll be able to put up a Poison Strike as well. So this is where we run into the problem of consistency. Okay. Broken dagger. Shit. Let's see. Yeah, neutralize. Concentrate. We'll discard these two. And then we will malaise on that one. Oh, look, a concentrate. So the problem is you need to kill all three of these guys at once. Otherwise, they will regenerate. So. But it takes them like 2 turns. Broken dagger. Shit. Shit. Mayhem. Infinite blades. Now we lose another apparition. And I think I am now out of apparitions. But I now can automatically do a shiv every turn. Oh, that was that kind of screwed me over. It's okay. We'll make do. I'll calculate a gamble. We'll die, die, die. And then all out attack. We will take a deflect, sure. What do we have here? No, I don't want to take no longer heal. Curse with 2 normality. You can only play 3 cards per turn. And let's check the map. We can remove cards at shops. No. No, drawing those just basically kills me, so no way. So we fight an Act 1 boss with an Act 3 deck, basically. Shiv. 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 Deflect. Backstab. Dagger. Shiv. After image. Oh, I didn't. I got my order wrong. Let's try this. Nope, didn't get what I wanted. But I will be able to play an accuracy. So let's see what we can do here. Deflect. Apparition. Blade dance. Shit. Shit. Outmaneuver. Calculated gamble. Neutralize to apply that. And Storm of Steel. More shivs. Of course, I don't have any energy now, so odds of me playing anything that gets generated are low. Oh, Eviscerate, because I've discarded like 10 cards this turn. It's free. So that works out well. Okay, so because I played a card last time, I have 6 energy this turn, which means we can footwork, we can defend, because he has thorns on, so every time I hit him, it's 3 damage to me. That. I'll swing for 12 so I can hit once more without taking damage. I can hit once more. There we go. I forgot to take into account that I have the 1 block per card played. Steel. And you are now dead. Do we get a decent relic, though? Whenever you play a power card, heal 2 HP. Not terrible. Not what I would have picked, but also not bad. Alright. These guys hit hard and they gain 3 extra strength every turn, so. Accuracy. After image. Backstab. Shit. Masterful stab. Shit. Shit. And apparition. So we don't take damage this turn. But we still need to handle the next couple turns. Backflip. Concentration. Pitch those two. Sneaky strike. Dodge and roll. Okay. Easy enough. Did 20-ish damage and full blocked without using one of my incorporeals. And now he just dies. Do I want a Caltrops? Yes, because of how good it is against the last boss. We'll lose the survivor. Unfortunate. Did we want to go? I think we wanted to go this way. Okay, yep, we'll take madness. Alright, what do we get? We will after image, and we're going to see what we get from our dead branch. Concentrate is an excellent hit. There we go. It lets us keep going with this. Otherwise, I was going to have to choose between a variety of things. Escape plan. Alright. We'll shiv you. We'll eviscerate. That's madness. Steal. Gain. Poison stab. And we'll play the 2 apparitions. There we go. Now, one of those is kind of wasted, but I needed to play 2 so that they stacked up and I had 1 this turn. So I can do this. Do we want to go for the kill on the main dude? No. We'll go with the control style. Okay, what do we want to do? We have 1 energy left. Looking for 14 or more energy next turn. We'll go for more energy next turn. I don't know if that's going to work out or not, but here's hoping. Not great. Really not great. It's fine though. It's not like bad. Oh, that's handy. It's not that handy though. Like, I can give him -2 strength, but with how my defenses are working right now, that doesn't really help us any. A heal hook would have been better if I had the energy for it earlier, but we'll see. Oh, see, here we go. Madness. Accuracy. Apparition. Apparition. and blur. So we don't lose our block next turn. So yeah, you can hit us for 2, we'll have 9 block next turn, and we got another accuracy. So when we get back to getting shivs, unlucky. We have wasted apparition stacks, we have wasted the extra energy. We ended that turn with 4 energy left. And now they're going to swing for 24. Oh, sorry, 26. Here's a whale. Leg sweep is 12 block, which is almost enough. So that's 14. Yeah, so we'll mayhem. So we get to full block this. And yes, they do debuff us to deal less damage. Yeah, this build is much higher damage. Well, this is, I suppose the way to phrase these things is, this is a combo deck. Some turns it doesn't do much, and some turns it will absolutely go off. Like, we already dealt 30 damage, but, you know, we're sitting here with another 50 in hand, plus whatever else the Dead Branch was going to give us. Ooh, Mango. Max health by 14 is extra effective when you're only at 35. We will put a finisher in our deck, yes. We will get the last piece of the key here, just in case we need to use one of the later ones for something different. All right. Apparition. This is another one that gains extra block every time you hit them. But this one also has something special, which is that every time you hit them, they change what they're going to do. Now, I am mostly insulated from that at the moment by the fact that I used an incorporeality. So it doesn't matter if he's doing a big hit, a couple small hits, whatever, he's only hitting for 1. But one of the things he does puts a curse into your deck, which sucks. Like Apparition. Noxious Fumes. Yeah, see, like this turn I did like basically nothing because I didn't get any combo pieces. But I do have Mayhem going, which is nice. All right. And off we go. Let the random bullshit commence. Now, of note, I don't have an apparition this turn. So there's less that I can do. We'll just play Noxious Fumes because I'm full blocking. Because it has the green squirrelies on it there, it means we're going to get debuffed here, which is not great, but... Actually, wait. I don't care if he tries to put a curse in my deck. I have this that I got earlier that negates the next 2 curses. Alright, so... Apparition. One of these. We'll Storm of Steel. Now this is not that effective as damage because I don't have any accuracies on. So I'm only doing 3 with these at the moment instead of, you know, like 10. But, you know, we'll get there eventually. I know I did, but the problem is I got those shivs by turning my hand into shivs. So if I'd used concentration, that's 3 fewer shivs in hand. So it's kind of like a gotta choose sort of thing. we could roll the dice on a 20% chance and hope that this discards the tactics, but we won't. We'll just full block it. There's no need to be greedy, particularly because he's on a timer. Because I have generated 5 stacks of noxious fumes here, which means every turn he gets 5 stacks of poison on him. Ah, there's a concentrate. Okay, concentrate. Get rid of the envenom and the choke. This does 12 damage. We'll backflip, even though we won't be able to play anything. And now he just dies next turn. Welcome, Cozy. Thank you for lurking. We are on a deck full of random bullshit. That is what we are doing right now. Because our initial... The thing we got from the very beginning, it's just like, alright, I'll take damage and get a rare relic. And it gave us Dead Branch. So we built our whole thing around, we're going to use Dead Branch and let RNGesus take the wheel. This would have been useful way earlier. Preserved Insect. It's not that much use for me now, but sure. Attack. More ships. More ships. More random bullshit. Alright, and this doesn't do us any good this turn. This guy doesn't do a lot of those attacks. We'll do infinite blades, so we are guaranteed some level of random bullshit every turn. And for those of you who may or may not be keeping count, we now have 4 apparitions left in the deck. And we have not drawn any of them. We'll play the free blur. We'll hope for more randomness to save us here. We'll calculated gamble. Sure. I reject this hand and replace it with a new one. Alright, we'll Masterful Stab. We will Dagger Throw. Draw 1, discard Tactician. So now we have 2 energy left. Now, if we wanted to be super greedy, we could Blade Dance Finisher. However, we will be slightly less greedy, and we will Cloak and Dagger. Draw a card. We will discard the Apparition because we're not playing it this turn, so this way it just doesn't go away. And now we get to play Finisher. And as a card being played, it gives us 1 block, which is just enough to perfect block this while doing like 30 damage. Excellent. Accuracy. Shiv. Escape plan. Cloak and Dagger. More shivs. I don't have enough to sneaky strike, so we'll just normal strike. And I have lost track of how many apparitions we've lost. We have 2 left in the deck. He's going to swing for 16. We do have a concentrate. Concentrate. Nightmare. And Calculus. Here's the strike. Madness. Poison stab. Oh, lucky, lucky. We got a piercing whale, which means we get to full block this turn. Slice. Oh hey, we finally don't have a debuff on us. And he's probably dead this turn, because we don't have a damage down debuff on us. Shiv. Deflect. Shiv, 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 shiv. You know what else we can do with this hand now? Storm Steel. Which means he takes a bunch of damage from the discards. Oh look, Shiv. 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 So I still have 46 damage in hand for free. Yeah, so this is how it is. We're like slowly chewing away at him, and then we have a turn where we get to pop off, and we would have had like 70 overkill damage. Oh. Well, that's going to be a little bit of an annoying boss for us. We're going to skip that. I'm going to check this. No. We will not lose all of our gold for that relic. We have 600 gold and a half-price membership card. After image. Back to Shiv. These and Venoms. Alright, so I could Cloak and Dagger and go for more Shivs, or we could go the safer route. This turn, your next skill is played twice. This is a skill. First, double Apparition. When you only have 5 of them in the deck, being able to say, yes, I'm going to use this one twice is very handy. That's not good. Oh, that is good. Bend and Blur. So, we don't get to pop off this turn, but we did randomly get an accuracy. So, that's very nice. Apparition, Mayhem, Slice, Strike. So fortunately, these guys don't scale up over time, so it's not a big deal if I don't manage to, like, do things. Accuracy. 14 damage each. Shiv. Shiv. Cloak and Dagger. Shiv. Shiv. And we will Tools of the Trade, because it gives us more consistency. For those of you not familiar with the game, Tools of the Trade means every turn we draw an extra card, but we have to discard one card. So we still end up with the same number of cards, but we get to choose which one we care about. In this case, we're going to not care about this strike. We're going to do this, and then that, and then that. I might benefit from discard, or I might not. It depends. Oh, look, Storm of Steel. 14, 14, and 14. But yes, even if I didn't benefit from discard, yeah, we'll take a Sucker Punch as a way to apply weak. Right, what do we have? Oh, this guy. Okay, so this guy is interesting. Every card that you play on a turn, he takes 10% more damage. So this guy really, really wants you to go off. So let's do that. This is why he has so much health. Also, we have Calculated Gamble and Tactician, which is great. Oh, my hand was full, so I only got one shiv off of that. So Calculated Gamble, my hand goes away. I draw a new one. And I gained 2 more energy for that. But you know what I'm going to do with this hand? I think I'm going to Storm of Steel for it. The problem is, well, he would probably be dead this turn if I had an accuracy in that opening hand. Like, this is how much damage we've dealt with all of these shivs doing the baseline 4 damage. Okay, so what do we want to do? Let's gamble. Okay, good enough gamble. So 14 damage, base, but because I played so many cards, 47. That might be the most damage I've dealt to him in one turn. It worked out very well, having 2 ways to just ditch my whole hand. Oh look, an accuracy. Note that it is cards played, not attacks played. So you can play your block cards first to bump up how much your attack cards do. There we go. Dead in 2 turns. That is very unusual. We will skip. Alright. Now we have 650 gold to head into the shop. Unceasing Top. Not the best for us, because we don't usually generate that much energy, but it does save us from some things, so we'll get it. Is there anything else here that we want? We'll grab a magnetism, why not? And I guess we'll save the rest for the last shop. Do we want to smith or do we want to remove something? I think we want to remove a card. Let's remove a normal strike. Because we don't want normal strikes. We have so many better strikes. We have shivs. We have setup stuff. This boss is a problem. Yes, this is the last boss. However, the last boss is actually after these. You have to get all 3 of the key pieces, which we did do. Alright, we will play an apparition. Now, the problem with this boss is the most cards you can play in one turn is 12. Although, the bigger problem is if you manage to play, like if you normally play 5 cards a turn, then on your 3rd turn you'll only get to play 2, because he skips your turn as soon as you play your 12th card. So we are going to not try to pop off here. We're just going to play Tools of the Trade, and we're going to call it good for this turn. Like, we full blocked, we're not going to do that much more damage. I want to be able to play 5 cards next turn. We're going to ditch the Wraith form. Mayhem. Neutralize. Blade Dance. Now I can only play 2 more cards. There we go. Which now we have... Now at some point we're going to draw shivs, which is not amazing normally, but with the Dead Branch it makes it not so bad. We are going to ditch the Poison Strike, I think. So we are going to Sneaky Strike. We're going to Footwork. We're going to Madness. I can either defend, I can either get 9 block or 21 damage. Well, okay, not 21 damage, 27 damage. We don't have that much health. We'll, actually, you know what, we'll drink this. We will defend, and we will finish her for 1. So we get to full block. And he puts a debuff, so we drew 1 less card. We ditch the normal strike. Now what we could do this turn is we could just play the Malaise. The problem is, at some point he is going to just cleanse himself completely. So, like, we can Cloak and Dagger. We can concentrate to ditch these 2. Yeah, and we'll do that. 10, 11. And we could do these, but instead we're going to play the Malaise with X equals 6 to give him -6 strength. Now, I forget if when he does his buff later, he resets his strength and then buffs it, or he just buffs it. Ditch Tactician. Alright, we're going to play 12 cards this turn. The problem is, playing 12 cards is not as effective when, say, for example, you don't have accuracy. Like, if we had accuracy, this would be way better, but we don't. So, like, that's just how things are. Not worth playing an Apparition. We've already full blocked. So, yeah. So, ideally on this, in theory, the fact that every time I play 12 cards, he's going to get a full set of, like, things, not a problem. Because if I'm playing 12 cards a turn, it usually means I'm in a good enough spot that he's screwed anyway. Alright, again, we don't need the Apparition. And we're going to be able to, because we have accuracy now, we're going to be able to play 12 cards, and then he's going to end our turn, but if we're having big enough pop-off turns that we're playing 12 cards every turn or most turn, we should still win. Okay, now it doesn't matter how hard we hit him this turn. So we're just going to play a Footwork and a Blur. And why not? A Dodging Roll. Now, worst case scenario here, next turn I can only play 7 cards. So the reason I didn't bother hitting him there is that the spell he was casting there... Oh no, they got rid of my... Oh, that's not good. Yeah, so you know how I mentioned, like, worst case scenario? That I just can't play that many cards? Well, that was kind of it. But no, the spell he was casting heals him up to half health, no matter how low you fill him. So even though he was a little bit below half, it's like, well, Too bad, I guess. Alright, what are the odds that I full block? That's 12, that's 21, he's doing 39. I should be fine. I'll ditch the Wraith form. Alright, I can cast 4 more spells this turn. That's 1. That's 39 that I need. That's 2. Sucker Punch for weak. Now we have full block. And we'll put on Noxious Fumes to start stacking some poison. Which is not amazing. Like, because he's going to start hitting really hard and I don't have that much health. I'm going to ditch this defend. Okay. Apotheosis is very, very good, especially because it's going to apply to all of the generated cards that we have in our deck. Shiv, Shiv. That only deals 1. We'll do a Flying Knee. And then Finisher for 40. So, unfortunately, it's been a little while since we had a big turn. And next turn won't be a big turn either, because we can only cast 5. We'll ditch the Piercing Wail, why not? Okay, the problem is he's going to do 30 damage. And there's very little I can do about it. Because I can only cast 5 things. So Blur is going to be one of those things. And then we're going to Blade Dance to see what else we can do. Caltrops, no. Masterful Stab, that's 12. That's 14. The Bomb is too slow. Masterful Stab. We take 10. Sorry, we take 12, because he got a strength buff. Not too bad. Assuming that we don't just straight up die this turn. We'll ditch the Caltrops. We can hit our Apparition that we shuffled into our deck earlier. We can Shiv. We can do this. This applies Weak. Weak activates Heel Hook's ability. We can Adrenaline. Go Backflip. Neutralize. And that is lethal. He's a little annoying, but all of the Act 3 bosses are a little annoying. And now we get to the actual end boss. Well, we get one more campfire, then one more shop, then a set of elites, and then the last boss. Gonna take out another normal strike. Alright, what do we want? When you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. It's decent. Start with 1 artifact is also good. We will take a strength potion, sure. And I already have Caltrops in the deck, right? I only have 2 Caltrops in the deck. Yeah, I don't need a third. We will take a dodging roll, though. Heal whenever you enter a rest site. Well, I'm not going to enter any more rest sites. So, yeah, there's nothing else here that I want. Actually, we'll take a secret technique. We get accuracy. We do not. We get 3 apparition in our opening hand. So we're going to start with this. Just going to play all of our 0 costs first. Okay, so we've got a couple options here. I can use Secret Technique to pull a Blade Storm to get myself a bunch of shivs. But instead, I can play 3 Apparitions. Oh, and there's an accuracy that I can't play. I don't think I have any skills that cost 0, do I? No. So this basically just means they cannot hurt me for 3 turns, which should be more than enough for me to luck into something. Chops. What's that? Not the best. I have one more turn of basically being invulnerable. Okay. That won't even get through the shield, so we'll put up the extra power here. By the way, if I didn't have the Incorporeal up, this hit is for like 50-something. Which is why I was like, wait a second. I'm definitely going to do that. And then this is... yeah. And one reason that I did want to put up the Noxious Fumes is it took the artifact off of that guy, which means I can Piercing Wail. Now I can Storm of Steel. Vision is not useful. That costs too much. Double the enemy's poison. Strike. And Caltrops. Excellent. They got me just enough to get there. Right. Now we have a hopeful turn. We hope our shivs give us something useful. Well, they're giving us backstabs, which let's keep going. And keep going. Note that we still have not gotten an accuracy, which is fine, because 6 times 8 is 48, and he only has 46 health. And effectively had 32, because he had 14 poison on him. Alright, War Paint upgrades Storm of Steel and Backflip. No, we'll skip that. Actually, no, we'll take a Cloak and Dagger, even if it's not upgraded. Now, here is one reason why I wanted the After Image so much. Every time you play a card in this fight, the heart deals 1 damage to you. We are going to drink the Duplicate Potion for accuracy. So now our shivs do 12 more damage. I'm going to Terror, so now you have 99 stacks of weakness on you. More Shiv, more Backstab. More Cloak and Dagger. Shiv. Shiv. Escape plan. And now, oh no, whatever will I do? Also, I have 2 Apparition in hand, which will go away if I don't play them. Calculated gamble. Oh well. I will still lose an Apparition. For some reason in my head, Calculated gamble was the turn everything to shivs. That's not what it is. That's not what it does. So we're going to play a footwork, then an apparition. Now I'm tempted here to cast the malaise, because the next thing he does is going to be like 12 hits of 3 damage. And malaise basically says, no, you don't get to do that. So that's what we're going to do, actually. Even though, we'll greet it. Phantasmal Killer. I might have a big turn next turn. Or I might get completely screwed, because random numbers are like that. Yeah, he's going to hit for 12 times. And I have gotten screwed. Okay. Madness. Adrenaline. Ooh. Oh, wait. There's hope still. There's hope. Random bullshit is working. Alright, so do I want 36 damage this turn? Or do I want a guaranteed 16 damage Shiv in my hand every turn? And the answer is, I want the guarantee. Also, we full blocked. Even without using our malaise. Concentration. You go away. You go away. Choke. Footwork. Caltrops was something I was hoping I would get off before that last one. Oh, that's right. I forgot we grabbed Unceasing Top. So I was hoping we'd get Caltrops before he did that thing where he attacks 12 times. Because, you know, when you attack 12 times, that means you're going to take Caltrops damage that many times. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Let's see. Oh, he also has a buff on him that he can only take 300 damage max per turn. So this fight has to last at least 3 turns. I could just completely... Oh, I can't completely cripple him. Darn it. Because he gets 2 artifact when he did that last thing. Okay, Secret Technique would pull a random skill. I can pull Apparition if I want it. Which, let's be real, I probably want to just grab Apparition. Or, let's see. He doesn't have lethal this turn. Oh, my hand was more full than I thought. I thought it'd get 3. Well, my inability to count has thwarted me somewhat. So we're just gonna toss this Malaise, which only gets rid of the artifact. And now we take damage. And he dies due to Caltrops. Goodbye. So yeah, we ended up with a really strong build here, which what surprised me about it was that we managed to do a very strong, like, Shiv-based build with neither the kunai nor the shuriken. And if you're not familiar with it, one of those, when you play 3 attacks in 1 turn, you get an extra dexterity permanently for the rest of that for the rest of that fight. And the other one is just the same, except it's strength. So the first 3 shifts you play will do 4. The next 3 will do 5. The next 3 will do 6. So when I have a turn where I play 20 shivs, next turn, that's plus 6 strength. Combo, play 20 cards in a single turn. We certainly did. Deck size of at least 50. Yeah, we did that. We beat the heart. We didn't get extra points for like perfects on bosses, but you know, can't always be that good. And now we get credits. And I think we have time for one more run. Well, one more successful run. If the run goes poorly, we have time for lots. We have time for so many runs if we die immediately. But we're gonna... Alright, you know what? We'll go with the defect. The last one has some more interesting mechanics, but this one is also interesting. Random rare relic. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Not ideal, I guess, but not bad. Let's see, do we want more question mark rooms, or do we want more fights? We'll get the 2 question mark room route. So this dude's mechanics are that you have these orbs, and the orbs can do different things. And right now we have no orbs, because we used one of them. Defend. Strike. Strike. Unfortunately, like everyone else, he starts off with a deck mostly of just strikes and defends, which is not ideal for comboing off. Oh, and this is the rare relic that we started with. On the start of our 3rd turn, we gain 18 block, which is not too useful here where fights end in 2 or 3 turns. We will grab a beam cell. Yes, I do like being able to apply vulnerable. Although stack is also good. We'll do this. We'll do that. And we'll pop a defend. So we take 2 damage. So these are lightning orbs. At end of turn, they deal 3 damage to a random enemy. And then that's the only kind of orb I can generate right now, actually. And then when you either channel enough that they get pushed off, or you have a card like this that says evoke, they'll do 8 damage to a random enemy. And dual cast means do that twice. Scrape. Scrape is interesting. Do we want it? Like, recursion is probably the better choice, but we'll go with scrape. We'll go for the memes. Now he puts a debuff on me so I can't deal much damage, which is unfortunate, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Alright, we'll scrape again. Beam cell for free. And then that'll do it. Because we already got the other one, let's get a claw. Are claw decks good? Probably not. Sure, we'll gain gold and get cursed. It'll be a little while before we get to a shop to remove it, so it could be bad, but, you know. Although getting hit with weak is not as bad on the defect, because my lightning stuff is not affected by weak. It's only cards that you play for damage. So that's not as big a problem. But if we want to do this route... And now I have a debuff on me, which is fine, because this guy's going to die this turn anyway. We'll get white noise. I like white noise. I have an affinity for for decks that are not good, but are kind of fun. Last time, we did need a little bit of luck. Like, I picked up some stuff to, tip the odds in our favor. That's not an amazing one. But what else would I want here? Alright, so he wakes up in 3 turns. I am choosing to not attack that turn in order to maybe get some more stuff set up, like power cards and that sort of thing. What do we have in here? And we don't have the beam cell, but it's worth it-ish, probably. Plus, well, we are a boat. Or at least we're part of a boat. There are 3 different relics that each give you armor, and they're each like parts of boats. And we'll just play everything in our hand, why not? And take a bunch of damage, because we don't have any ways to apply weak. So, strike, warcast again. And I won't be able to kill him next turn. I don't think I'll... 3 strikes? No, because of the debuff, yeah. Claw. Scrape. Oh, no, that's lethal, because the lightning will finish him off. Alright, so he hit me once. Not too bad. Start with a dark channeled, not bad. We'll grab a self-repair. Get a little bit of sustain. Oh boy, time for him to steal all of my materia. Strike, strike. Okay. Still take 5. Swings for 10 again. Claw. Now. After he takes my materia? That is true. Self-repair. Double cast. I do have materia here. That's what the orbs are, actually. I mean, they don't call them materia, just, for legal reasons, but obviously that's what they are. Do I want consume? Consume is just not good yet. It'll be good later if I get certain other things, but right now... it's still good enough. Ink bottle? No. We'll take a key. Do we want to get 1 question mark or none? We'll get 1. Take some damage to remove a card. We will take out a... Oh, we'll take out the curse. Very good. We didn't even need to spend money on it. We just got to do it on its own. See, consume is theoretically good, but it's not good right now. The problem is, I need to use my energy to do blocks this turn, and I still take 8 damage. So even if I do get the self-repair off before the end, it's going to be a problem. Drew 0 defensive cards, so we take another big hit. Not great, since we don't have very good ways of doing sustain. White noise, echo form, self-repair. Okay. And now they just kind of die. Massive overkill. Double energy does not really help unless it's upgraded. We'll rebound, sure. Like, double energy is good later on in certain contexts with certain decks, but I don't know if this deck is one of those decks. Beam Cell. Claw. Tap. Strike. Alright. Let us see if we can get him way below 35. White noise. Loop. Strike. Strike. Dual cast. And there we go. Down to 10. Pretty good. Not ideal. Like, ideally he's dead, but sometimes you don't get the ideal outcome, and that's okay. And he's dead, because we put them both to 3 or below, and we had 2 lightning channels. Like, the fetch is good, the block is almost negligible. Grab stack. There are some interesting things you can do with it. Only one is attacking this turn. Now we'll strike here. The first time you hit them, they gain armor, so that's what I was doing. Unfortunately, I had no block in my hand, so couldn't do anything about that. So it's really nice that I have the repair, but unfortunately, it's not really saving me. Claw deals 2 damage. Dual cast takes out 1. Strike takes out the other. So I think we took 7 and healed 7. Yes, we'll definitely take a cold snap. I wanted a way to channel cold. Okay. Cold snap. Claw. Skill potion. Not useful for this turn. Dual cast. Recursion. And how about you? What skill would I... yeah, we'll do that. Get me white noise. Bias cognition. Will this fight be over in 4 turns or less? Maybe not, but maybe. So bias cognition basically buffs my, much like before we had strength and dexterity, we also now have focus, and focus increases how strong orbs are. Bias cognition buffs that, but it also makes it go down by 1 every turn. Which means if I had like several lightning channeled, it would be really good. But I don't, so it isn't. But I do need to get this dark to the front. Right, 1 down, 2 to go. I need to channel 1 more orb, and then I need to dual cast the dark, and that'll finish the fight. That's unfortunate. I drew stack right after I shuffled, so instead of being able to block for like 20, I get to block for nothing. So that is unfortunate. Hopefully I draw dual cast. If not, drawing anything to channel is good. There we go. And we win. Calipers are okay. They can work well. This particular boss tends to open with some heavy damage, so we're gonna have to start with a little more health, just in case. Particularly since we don't have a lot of ways to channel. Now I could use Charge Battery. Charge Battery gives us block, and it also gives us one more energy next turn. Rebound, Cold Snap, Defend. We'll drink this for the Charge Battery. And we're still going to take 12 this turn. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten a lock on, which would have been pretty good for this whole, like, I'm just hoping that the darkness saves me. Electrodynamics isn't bad. It would have been really good in the last fight, because it makes the lightning, instead of hitting a random target, hit all targets. But, yeah. Honestly, like, the defense orbs are practically useless in this case. Just because, well, before I did that, they were only giving me 2 defense a turn. It's like, no one cares about 2 defense a turn. But now I sacrifice one of my orb slots to make it 4. Now, this works well with either relics or other power cards that give you more orb slots, but I don't have any of those. And we're going to put our stack on top of the pile, because I think he's a big attack next round. And not a huge attack, but enough that I can full block it by only casting that. Alright, so now I'm getting 8 armor per turn from orbs, which is enough for now, but will not keep being enough. In fact, because of the burns in my deck, it's not even enough right now. We're going to take 2. Alright, swinging for 24. Alright, that's worth 7. Let's full block. But it puts a lot more fire in my deck. Claw. Cold Snap. Charge Battery. There we go. So we do manage to full block. This is where Scrape can be useful, because it can mean that oh, I got my claw back. There we go, full block, plus a little bit of lightning damage. We should win this. Although that's not particularly impressive. Like, most runs, you should be able to get to beat the first boss, unless you get pretty unlucky on one of the elites in the first world. Or first chapter? I don't know what it's called exactly. We will take... Alright, All for One is great if you're going for, like, the zero cost, like, deck. But Core Surge is just too, like, good and reliable. Alright, there we go. Every 2 turns, gain an orb slot. That's what we wanted. Alright, we're going to go for the 3 elite path. Yes, and it also means that that thing we use, like this, that's like, oh, we're going to make our things stronger by losing an orb slot. It means that's actually like a viable thing to do. Because this is going to give us more orb slots. Still taking 5 damage here. Because we probably misplayed it, to be real. This blocks 7. I played that wrong. We'll just do this. But now we take 15. Because we have not channeled any frost orbs. Claw. Great. Cell. Self-repair. Zap. Go! More zaps. And our wheel here is very useful. White noise. Buffer. Go. So this is the problem with this character. Or maybe it's just a problem with how I end up building this character, is that I often take damage while trying to set up. We'll take another charge battery. I really need more things to channel things. Claw, rebound, stack. Okay. So like there's very little I can do here. You're gonna hit for 10. I can cast 1 defend. So I can hit for 5. Fortunately, we're dealing 9 extra per turn from the lightning channeled. Right. White noise. Heat sinks. Not great. Beam cell. Core surge. Strike. Defend. It worked out very well with our captain's wheel because he hits for 20 and 18 of that was from captain's wheel. Self-repair. Charge battery. Charge battery. So we're just spending our cards to full block, and then our lightning is killing him. I would actually prefer this to be the other way around, but I have multiple frost channeled. Claw goes in first. Oh, and we have 5 energy, so we can just play out our whole hand. So he's going to be swinging for 20. He's going to land 8 of it because we just didn't have quite enough damage. Now we're going to heal 7 of that from our repair card, but still not a great position to be in. Fusion is good, but not really unless it's upgraded, so we'll take another cold snap. Just for consistency in getting some sort of things to do. We're not going to heal, we're going to pick a card. Chill is good, cold snap is good. I could pick up another white noise. Ball lightning is also good. Or I go for the eyes, or a claw. We'll go with claw. Is claw good? No, not really. Am I going to try to make it work, kind of? Yeah. Why not? Alright, we're going to grab all 3 of those. And we'll remove a strike. Okay, we'll see how well that serves us. And here we go. 21 damage, first turn. just going to use our block potion immediately, and he still deals 2 damage. Oh look, we still get hit for 7 more. Now the debuff. White noise. Buffer is pretty nice. Beam cell. Ball. Cold snap. Self-repair. Now fortunately this does attack and defense, but now we're going to be getting 8 block per turn from things that we have channeled. So it's a little better for us. Just a little better for us. For certain. Great. Beam cell. Zap and charge battery. There we go. Now we have 2 lightning. Goes back to trying to hit for 21. Dual cast is 20. I can't do it with the debuff up. We can get closer. Yeah, we're off by 1. Actually, we're fine. This will kill it perfectly. But it wouldn't have killed it perfectly if we'd tried to hit it. We'll grab a recursion. Recursion is good. Now this is a bad matchup for me, because look, opening turn, what are we going to do? We're going to hit you for 27. And if I let them live too long, like they're going to do things like, oh, you can't use attacks for a turn, and it's just, they're a massive pain to deal with. The best way to deal with them is burst damage, like bursting one of them down. Okay. Beam cell. You. Charge battery. Defend. This is the problem. I still take 6 damage this turn, even using 2 out of my 3 energy to defend. And they have debuffs up, so I can't burst damage them. And now I have a damage taken debuff on me. And they are swinging for a total of 37. White noise. I will use a biased cognition, yes. Claw. Rebound. More claw. More defend. Fortunately, this is turn 3, so my captain's wheel is putting in a lot of work. But I still take 8 here. And I still have the damage taken debuff on me. Alright, so claw. Straight. Recursion. Cold snap. Dual cast. There we go. We finally got our dark orb off. Now these full block. And there we go. It took some doing, but we got there. Now I was gonna see if I could wait until I could get my repair on, so I would heal after battle. But these orbs are gonna kill him. So Stack of marbles is decent. We'll get another recursion. Okay. Not terrible. Claw. Claw. Not ideal. I would have liked one more attack to bring this dude down so he wasn't taking no damage. Also, you know, starting with taking 10 damage is not ideal. Alright, recursion. Force surge, which is ideal because this negative status effect that they do puts daze cards into your draw pile every time you cast a skill, as in, or maybe it's not even just skill, it's non-attack abilities. Oh look, another recursion. Here, take 18. Defend, zap. And that was turn 3, so I didn't actually need the defends, but what are you going to do? Now he's going to swing for 27. Let's see. I'm trying to think what would be best. Alright, draw 4 cards, so I might... Alright, let's YOLO it. Bias Cognition. Okay. This now means that these are worth 6 block each. So technically that was the most technically that is, I took 1 more damage than I needed to in exchange for just getting stuff up. And recursion. I'll take another self-repair, even though Compile Driver was probably the better choice. And now we take a bunch of damage. It is very possible that I die to this. Just from like not coming online fast enough. Nope. Alright, Core Surge it is. Alright, this brings me down to 4 health. Now he swings for like 20? Yeah, 18. Claw. Recursion. Self-repair, defend, strike. I was like, oh, I'm dead, but no! No, the wheel comes in clutch again. White noise. Capacitor is not useful. Consume. Dual cast is 14. Plus 4 is 18. Plus 4. I think I live with 1 health. Alright. 1 health and a dream. And the dream is dead. Yep. And we're gone. Yeah. We did not play that well. We were not strong enough to take that route. But this does mean we can go for the last one. Removing a card is pretty nice. Master Reality is good in the long term. Alpha is just so slow. This is all like really slow setup stuff. I'm not sure which I want. And we'll just get Alpha. We'll go for impractical Timmy builds, why not? Alpha and defend. I guess it is good that you want it in an opening hand, because then you can cast Beta. And then, like, alright, so this is like the ideal setup. So what happens is Alpha shuffles in a Beta. Beta shuffles in an Omega, and Omega is at end of turn deal 50 damage to all enemies. Like, for the rest of the match. But the problem is that's a lot of setup. And, for example, if alpha is near the bottom of your draw pile, then beta is near the bottom of the draw pile next time you shuffle, then you might not get omega until your third time through your deck, which is just not good. So that's why, like, that it working there is really, really not typical. It does, but it's also deck order. We will grab a Consecrate, yeah. Alright, we want to remove that card that we added, the Curse. Let's see, we can start each combat with an artifact, which is generally handy. First deals extra damage. We'll start with artifact. Yes, we will remove a defend. Chances of us doing well in this fight are pretty low, actually. Alpha. Strike. Follow up. Strike. It's bad that I didn't get any way to defend there. That's rough. Because next turn these two are going to attack and it's going to be 22. Miracle. Beta. Vigilance. Alright, we lucked out. We took 11 the first shot, we took 14 the second shot, and now we get to cast Omega and they die. Ah, Kunai. I'm not sure that'll work too well with this, but we are not getting another alpha. Absolutely not. We will take Just Lucky. Oh, no, we'll take Cut Through Fate. Just Lucky is also good, but for different reasons. Mostly when I say different reasons, I mean that we just got Kunai. We'll take a Battle Hymn. It's probably a waste, but who knows. But I really want to come in here and Smith, get Eruption leveled up, because it costs one less. And when you're trying to combo off on this character, you really want your mana cheating abilities. We'll take Pantograph, sure. We'll take a Relic. That is a handy relic. Alright, we're going to go this way because we want to rest a little bit. We're going to rest here. Then we're going to fight a dude. Then we're going to probably Smith. Then we're going to fight a champion. Why not? We'll Miracle. We'll Alpha. We will strike you. And we'll pop 2 defense. So we still take 3. The Alpha was probably like overkill. Like, it's probably actually bad that I cast it. But it doesn't matter. They're dead anyway. So this is Wrath Stance. Wrath Stance means you both deal and take double damage. Smith. Do I want to guarantee Alpha in my opening hand? We'll say yes. We'll go in on it. Why not? The why not, like, the answer to that is pretty clearly because it's a bad idea. But, you know, sometimes you just try to make bad ideas work. And hey, we got a Dexterity because we played 3 attacks in 1 turn. which is one reason why we might have wanted that 0 mana attack. That goes away. We are not playing Eruption this turn. Let's see, do we have lethal? Vigilance. Eruption. Alright, so that's 9. 19. Plus 24 is 43, so we don't have lethal. And I take a bunch of damage. Oh wait, I was wrong. I did have lethal. If I used the potion, I had lethal. So we take an extra 11 damage. So an extra 17 damage. We'll take a prostrate. Now we rest. We do, if we can get it to line up properly. Alpha. Through fate. We don't need this. So the abilities that this one has revolve around their two stances, which is Calm and Wrath. Wrath, of course, being double damage and double received damage. And yeah, that's how those things work. And we have a bit of a problem here. That's going to deal 70 damage unless I exit this stance. Vigilance. And I could do Battle Hymn, which is probably the better idea, but we're going to do Beta instead. Unfortunately, we've already shuffled our deck, so we don't know when we're going to get our Omega now. Oh, excellent. Eruption. Alright, so we got him below 50, which is excellent because if we draw Omega, we win. We did not draw Omega, so we might just be dead. We are not dead. But we are going to take 2 damage. And now we win. Because we're going to draw Omega, and it's going to do 50 damage to all of these. Yay! Do not need Blasphemy. We'll take Devotion, why not? You know what? We started the stream... Well, alright, we won with our random build. Let's try for more RNG. Transform all strikes and defends. Alright, we got a Fear No Evil. That's good, that's good, that's good. We no longer have a way to block, besides Deceive Reality. So that is our main problem. We can't really block anymore. So that might hold us back a little bit. We're going to go up this right-hand side. Alright. All straight. Okay. Corruption. Follow up. Follow up. Cut through fate. Miracle. Vigilance. Excellent. We killed one, and we full blocked. But with the downside of not playing our alpha. Let's see. Battle Hymn, Devotion, Wave of the Hand, Consecration, and now we just take a full 12 damage because we have that curse in our deck. And the curse in our deck is causing problems. And I think he might just be dead now. Crescendo. Fear no evil. Eruption. Cut through fate. Yeah. Yeah, we have overkill by like 30-something damage. We will get Empty Fist. Really what I should be doing here is only playing for stall. We'll take bites. Alright, spin the wheel, see what we've got. I have no idea what we're going to get. We got a curse. So now we have 2 curses in our deck. Alpha. Battle Hymn. Consecrate. Bite. This is going to be really annoying. And potentially lethal. Data. Perceive reality. We're going to heal 2. Which is why it's nice to have bites. Alright, now we get our incense burner. Alright. So we can fear no evil. We can follow up. We can empty fist. Wait. 24, 48. We can fight. Safety. I think... No, next turn we don't have guaranteed lethal. See, even Omega is not actually lethal here. Because Omega is 50 damage. And we need to do more than that. The thing is, I think it's worth it to take 5 damage to end the fight next turn. And then hopefully we draw bites. Just 1 bite? Two bites. So we heal for 4. And then Omega finishes him. Oh, and then we take 7 damage from the curse. Stupid curse. Talk to the hand, definitely. Yes, we need that. Oh boy. Okay. Alpha. Devotion. Bite. Miracle. Perceive reality. Okay. Master reality. Wait for the hand. Safety. Alright, so we full block. And it appears that the dog needs to go out. This is so unfortunate how I basically can't block. Wait, am I dead? I might be dead. I can't play beta. If I play beta, I die. Vigilance. Empty fist. Now can I play beta without dying? Yes. Was it a good idea? Probably not. Alright, the dog clearly needs to go out. I will be right back. Okay, we are not dead. We are only very badly burned. Okay, concentrate. Follow up. Prostrate. Fear no evil. Entering calm. Follow up. Honestly, I should have been hitting him once or twice. Oh, good. Doesn't matter. Oh, we entered Divinity State. Okay. So we can cast Omega, and then we can cast 2 bites. We can basically say, like, oh, we didn't need Omega. But, yeah. Okay, we'll get it just lucky. Yeah. I would love to rest, but I would like more to get rid of this curse in my deck. Negate the next 2 curses. That ship has sailed. That would have been great to have earlier. What do I need a copy of in my deck? I need a copy of Deceive Reality. Oh no, talk to the hand. Chances of us living through this are pretty small, actually. That hits for 9, that hits for... Oh, he's starting off with full attacks. Okay. Alright. And I think we're dead. $18, $22, $31. Yeah. Yep. And we're dead. One for 4. Pretty poor showing overall. But yes, that was Slay the Spire. And that's just about on time to be finishing up. Looks like one person is still here, but I'm not going to be that person who is like one-man raiding people, so we'll just call it there for the night. We will see what else we've got in the backlog of stuff to play through. Hoping to make this a little bit more regular again. Particularly because after I rewatched my VOD from yesterday, I am super out of practice and not doing very well. Or that might have just been the game I was playing, but mostly out of practice with just with the whole presentation side of things. Keeping the chatter going, actually not having lots of dead air. All of those skills that I had developed when I was doing it, you know, more regularly, seem to have gone away a bit. So, try to get back into things a little bit. We'll see how that goes with scheduling and other conflicts and all. But that will be all for tonight. Thank you all for hanging around.